Are we going to wait for some more people to join, or because I don't know if we're going to continue or wait for some more people to join.
Yes, the meeting is actually recorded, so we can,
Okay.
yes, so we can actually kickstart. Okay,
Okay then. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, and honored attendees, welcome to the inaugural edition of the Muslim Women in History series. This event represents a milestone in celebrating the remarkable legacies of women whose achievements in education, leadership, and social progress have left an indelible mark on history. Through this series, we honor these pioneering figures, drawing inspiration from their strength, resilience, and wisdom to empower generations and promote lasting change. We are privileged to have an outstanding lineup of speakers to guide us through today's program. So opening the event with prayers will be Dr. Ahmed Bello Abubakar of the United Arab Emirates University, Al Ain in UAE, whose invocation will ground us in the spirit of faith and gratitude. Following the opening prayers, I expect Malam Baba Yunus Muhammad, who is the president of the Africa Islamic Economic Foundation, AFRIEF, to deliver the welcome address. His welcome address will set a reflective tone as we begin this journey of learning and celebrations. Our keynote speaker is Dr. Aisha Umar Megari, Honorable Commissioner of Education for Gombe State. She will share her insights through a presentation titled Empowering Generations, the Legacy of Muslim Women in Shaping Education, Leadership, and Social Transformation. With her extensive experience and commitment to public service, Professor Megari will offer a compelling perspective on the invaluable contributions of Muslim women across generations, illustrating how their values continue to inspire and impact our world today. The program will also feature panelists of inspiring presentations from our panel speakers. The first is Hajia Mutia Ahmad, an accomplished legal expert in technology law, data protection, and policy development. She will present a paper on Nana Khadija, the first believer, and her transformative impact on Islam. Her perspective will highlight the enduring influence of Nana Khadija in Islamic history and values. The next will be Dr. Aisha Usman Muhammad. And Dr. Aisha Muhammad is a dedicated scholar and advocate for women's education. She will discuss Nana Asma'u bint Usman bin Fodio, the scholar, poet, and pioneer of female education in Africa. Her insights will bring to life Nana Asma'u's extraordinary legacy as a champion of women's empowerment and learning. And then finally, we'll have Hajia Suwaiba Bello Abdullahi, an esteemed educationist and chief lecturer in economics. And she will speak on Fatima bint Muhammad Al-Fihriya Al-Qurayshiyya, the founder of Al-Qarawiyyin University and pioneer of education. Her presentation will celebrate the transformative contributions of Fatima Al-Fihriya, who established a legacy of education that endures to this day. This remarkable event today, I am privileged to be the moderator, and I am deeply honored to guide today's discussions as we celebrate these influential women whose values continue to inspire. As we move forward, we will have an interactive questions and answer segment to allow for a rich exchange of ideas, followed by a closing remarks, which we hope will be delivered by Dr. Kabir Umar Dasuki, Vice President of the Africa Islamic Economic Foundation, and he will conclude this program. So Join me together. Let us reflect on the achievement of these extraordinary women and consider how their legacies empower us to contribute meaningfully to our communities and society. Welcome, and may today's discussion leave us all inspired, informed, and united in purpose. Together, let us honor these women, drawing from their examples, the inspiration to contribute meaningfully to our communities and beyond. So welcome, and may today's gathering leave us all enriched, united, and inspired. At this juncture, let me call on Dr. Ahmed Bello Abubakar to give us the opening prayers for this event. And thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Ahmed Bello Abubakar, and I joined, as Omar in the device. So just for clarification, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. May Allah bless this meeting. May Allah bless the organization, the organizers, and all of us attending, and the Muslim Ummah in general. May Allah guide us aright. May Allah make us remember and follow the footsteps of these noble women and our leaders. May Allah protect us from all the evils and all what is happening around the world, the Muslim world in particular, our countries in particular. May Allah help us. اللهم أحسن عاقبتنا في الأمور كلها وأجرنا من خزي الدنيا وعذاب الآخرة. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ahmed Bello Abubakar, for this very inspiring prayers, and may Allah accept it from all of us. I will now call on Malam Baba Yunus Muhammad, President of the Africa Islamic Forum, to give the brief welcome address, which will set the tone for this event today. Thank you very much. Over to you, Malam Baba.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. My dear sister, Professor Rabia, and all distinguished speakers, our dear brother, Dr. Ahmed Bello Abubakar, and all distinguished participants here. It is my pleasure, welcoming you to this Maiden edition of the Muslim Women in History. People have asked, as an economic organization, why are we interested in venturing into these historical aspects? But then the simple answer to this question is this. When you are working on the economic field, more often than not, you come across what sustained the lives of the people you are studying. I'm talking about the history. So we also came to realize that when we talk about historical facts, we always, for example, the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, what we do remember is that the Prophet was a young man who married an elderly, woman. That's all that we know about Nana Khadija. But we forget about certain unique traits of hers, certain aspects of her life. Coming to this part of this world, we have Nana Asma'u, who contributed a lot to the jihad of the Sokoto Caliphate of her father, Sheikh Usman bin Fodio. So I must say that I'm very, very, very happy to have been part of this, and we don't effect, but I think maybe in subsequent editions we stand to be correct. I mean, we will try to correct some of the shortcomings that we've been having, and we will extend the invitations far and wide. As the president of the Africa Islamic Economic Foundation, it is both. We are Forum, Africa Islamic Economic Foundation, but before we were known as Africa Islamic Economic Foundation. So it is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you to this inaugural edition of the Muslim Women in History. Today, we gather to celebrate the remarkable contributions of women who have shaped our history, culture, and faith, and to honor their legacies that continue to inspire us in our pursuit of knowledge and empowerment. The significance of this series cannot be overstated, as I've mentioned earlier. It serves as a vital platform to recognize and illuminate the stories of extraordinary Muslim women who, in one way or the other, have made indelible marks on society, often in the face of great challenges. Through this series, we aim to highlight their roles as leaders, scholars, entrepreneurs, and advocates for social justice, providing us with invaluable lessons that resonate even today. Today, we delve into the lives and achievements of three iconic figures. Because we have so many Muslim women who have contributed to the development of the world. But let us start with the first Muslimah, there's Nana Khadija. Then we come to this part, this part of the world, that is Africa. When we go to the northern part of it, we have Nana Fatima Al-Fihriya. And then when we come to West Africa, we have our own Nana Asma'u bin Usman bin Fodio. Each of these women embodies strength, resilience, and a profound commitment to their communities and faith. Let me talk a little bit about Nana Khadija. I know there's a speaker who is going to talk much about her. She was the first wife of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. She was not only a devoted spouse, but also a pioneering businesswoman who broke societal norms and established herself as a leader in the early Islamic community. Her unwavering support for the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam during the formative years of Islam laid a foundation that will enable the faith to flourish. Nana Khadija's legacy serves as a powerful reminder of the vital role women have played in the history of our faith. Then let us talk about Nana Asma'u bin Usman bin Fodio. As most of us may know, she was a scholar and a poet. She was instrumental in the spread of education and Islamic knowledge across West Africa. As a strong advocate for women's education, she dedicated her life to empowering others through teaching and writing, making her a pivotal figure in the promotion of literacy and knowledge in her time. Asmau's life and work continue to inspire us to advocate for education as a means of uplifting our communities. Lastly, we also want to honor Nana Fatima Al-Fihriya. She was the founder of the world's oldest existing degree-granting university, Al-Qarawiyyin in Morocco. Her vision and commitment to education have had a lasting impact, not just on the Muslim world, but on global education as a whole. Nana Fatima's story illustrates the transformative power of knowledge and its ability to change lives, cultures, and societies. As we embark on this journey through the lives of these remarkable women, let us remember that their stories are not just relics of the past. They are sources of inspiration for us today. Their courage, determination, and unwavering faith teach us that women have always been at the forefront of societal development and progress. I therefore encourage each one of us to engage fully in today's discussions, reflect on the lessons learned, and consider how we can carry forward the legacies of these great women in our own lives and communities. Once again, I must thank you for joining us in this celebration of history, empowerment, and inspiration. Together, let us honor these remarkable figures and the countless other women who've
Study.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Malam Baba Yunus Muhammad, for this brief welcome and for setting the tone for the event. And also, I would like to thank you for even the initiative. It's a very welcome one. And actually, we are grateful, and I speak for all the women that this maiden edition takes into consideration the remarkable achievements of also providing us with role models. So now I will want to call on Professor Aishatu Umar Megari. I don't know if she's on the call. She will be speaking to us on the empowering generations, the legacy of Muslim women in shaping education, leadership, and social transformation. Over to you, Professor. You may make your presentations. I don't know from the screen. I don't know if I can see Professor Aishatu. She doesn't.
Let me find out from the speaker and see whether she's.
It's not on the call. Yes.
No, she's
She's the
not
keynote
here.
speaker.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the keynote speaker. Or did she send a representative? If there's a representative who is speaking on her behalf, then we can take that. Otherwise, we'll move to the next speaker, and then when she joins us, she'll make her presentation. Is that okay? Can we do it that way?
Yes, I think the floor is yours, Prof. Okay. So please go ahead.
Okay. So, I would like to move to the next speaker, and then when Professor Aisha joins us, then she will make her presentation. Hajia Mutia Ahmad, she will be talking about Nana Khadija, the first believer, and her transformative impact Islam. Over to you, Hajia Mutia. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it correct. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Thank you very much. Okay, you may go ahead.
Thank you very much, Prof. You were pronouncing it correctly.
Okay, okay.
I'll delve right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed scholars and distinguished guests, it is an honor to speak to you today at the inaugural edition of the Muslim Women in History series. Today we gather to honor and reflect on the remarkable life of one of the most revered figures in Islam history, Nana Khadija bint Khuwailid. She was not just the first woman and the beloved wife of the Prophet. She was a trailblazer whose multifaceted life offers invaluable lessons for both men and women. Nana Khadija's legacy is one of strength, wisdom, and profound influence. Beyond her identity as a wife and believer, she was a pioneering entrepreneur, a compassionate humanitarian, and a leader in her community. Her life deserves not only our recognition, but our deep appreciation as it continues to resonate with the challenges and triumphs faced by women today. I'll start by giving the background and her early life so we can understand her and why we are here properly. To understand the significance of Nana Khadija, let's first look at her background and early life. Khadija bint Walid was born around 555 Common Era into a family of wealth and prestige in Makkah. Her father, Khuwailid ibn Asad, was a respected merchant, and from whom she inherited not only wealth, but also a keen business acumen and strong sense of honor. Nana Khadija's early life was marked by remarkable achievements, especially considering the societal constraints placed on women at the time, and I think even at this time. She excelled in her business endeavors long before her marriage to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In a male-dominated society where women were often relegated to secondary roles, Nana Khadija broke barriers. After her father's passing, she successfully managed and expanded the family business, establishing herself as one of the most respected merchants in Makkah. Trading enterprise spanned vast regions, dealing with caravans and traders from Syria to Yemen. What is particularly notable is that her success was not merely inherited. It was a product of her own sharp intellect, entrepreneurial prowess, and the trust she built with her business partners. Her reputation for fairness, reliability, and integrity earned her the title At-Tahira, the pure one, reflecting her ethical conduct in both business and personal life. Long before she became the wife of the prophets, Nana Khadija was a highly influential figure in her own right, laying the groundwork of her future contributions to Islam. One of the most defining and often underappreciated aspects of Nana Khadija's life was her role as a pioneering entrepreneur. At a time when women were largely excluded from public life, Nana Khadija became the wealthiest businesswoman in Makkah, overseeing a vast trading empire. Her entrepreneurial journey is extraordinary for several reasons, and here I'll outline just four. One, independence in business. Nana Khadija's empire was one of the largest in the Arabian Peninsula. She was known for hiring agents and caravans to trade goods across the region. This autonomy in managing her enterprise was revolutionary, especially for a woman of her time. It was unheard of for a woman to control such a vast business operation. Yet, the beloved wife of the Prophet did so with remarkable skill and confidence. 2, her wise management and delegation. Nana Khadija was not only a visionary, but also an astute manager. Instead of traveling with caravans, she employed others to manage these journeys while retaining oversight of the operation. Her business model relied heavily on trust and mutual benefits, showcasing her strategic thinking. It was during this phase that the Prophet, peace be upon him, entered her life. Initially as a trusted agent who managed her trading caravan to Syria. His honesty and integrity impressed her greatly, solidifying her reputation as a shrewd judge of character and talent. 3, her financial acumen. Nana Khadija's success was the result of meticulous planning and financial expertise. She had a keen understanding of market trends and was skilled at negotiating deals. This ability to navigate the complexities of trading during a time of economic uncertainty was crucial to her success. Her financial insight allowed her to grow her business exponentially, becoming a key player in the Meccan economy. And then the last, her wealth was with purpose. Perhaps most importantly, Nana Khadija's wealth was not just for personal luxury. No, it was utilized for the greater good. Known for her generosity to the poor and her support of those in need, she leveraged her financial resources to help others. Later, this same wealth became a vital resource, let's remember that, in the early days of Islam, allowing her to support the Prophet and his followers during their most vulnerable times. Her business was not just a commercial endeavor. No, it wasn't. It was a platform from which she could extend compassion and care for her community. Through Nana Khadija, we learn that women can excel as entrepreneurs, even in societies where traditional gender roles seek to limit them. She created wealth and used it ethically, demonstrating that success in business can and should be accompanied by a sense of responsibility to the community. Aside her entrepreneurial skills, she had so many other things we should hammer on. Nana Khadija was a woman of integrity and vision. Her life was not solely defined by her entrepreneurial success. It was also characterized by her moral uprightness and deep understanding of the world around her. Despite numerous marriage proposals from wealthy and powerful men, she chose to remain single after the death of her first husband until she met the Prophet. Her decision to marry him, despite his humble beginnings as an orphan, reflects her ability to recognize character and potential over wealth, and we should all know. In a culture where marriages were often arranged for political and financial gain, let's not forget it didn't start today. Nana Khadija's proactive decision to propose to the Prophet was revolutionary. She chose her partner based not on material wealth, but on spiritual and ethical qualities. This demonstrated her unparalleled vision and ability to see beyond societal norms. Her partnership with the Prophet would eventually change the course of history. As his confidant, advisor, and strongest supporter, she played a crucial role in his prophetic mission. Their relationship was built on mutual respect and a shared vision, which laid a strong foundation for the future of Islam. What else was our beloved wife of the Prophet? She was a pillar of support for the Prophet. One of the most critical aspects of Nana Khadija's life was her unwavering support for the Prophet, peace be upon him, not just as his wife, but as a believer and partner in the early days of Islam. When the Prophet, peace be upon him, received the first revelation from Angel Gabriel in the cave of Hira, it was Nana Khadija who provided the initial support and the reassurance he desperately needed. Her famous words, "Allah will never disgrace you," illustrated her deep understanding of his moral character and the significance of his mission. Nana Khadija was the first person to believe in his prophethood, making her the first Muslim. Her immediate and absolute faith in the Prophet's divine mission laid the groundwork for what would become a global faith tradition. In addition to her emotional support, Nana Khadija's financial contributions were pivotal in the survival and growth of the early Muslim community. Her wealth sustained the Prophet and his followers, especially during the period of social and economic boycott imposed by the Quraysh. Let's not forget that. This selflessness demonstrated her visionary leadership and commitment to Islam's future, as she willingly invested her resources in nurturing the fledgling community, showing that true leadership often requires personal sacrifice. What else was she? She was a revolutionary role model for women. Me included, every Muslim inclusive, I guess I must admit. Nana Khadija's life challenges traditional narratives that limit Muslim women, or even women, to the private sphere. She excelled as a businesswoman. She excelled as a wife. She excelled as a mother. She excelled as a believer. Her ability to balance professional success with a deep commitment to her family and faith serves as a powerful reminder of women's capability. As a mother, she played a crucial role in nurturing the next generation of leaders, particularly her daughter, Nana Fatima, who became a key figure in Islamic history. Fatima's own legacy as the mother of the Imams further extended Nana Khadija's influence through generations. In a world where women are still fighting for gender equality, we still do, Nana Khadija stands as a timeless example of what women can achieve when they embrace their agency and leadership potential. Her life serves as a powerful testament to the fact that Islam, from its inception, recognized women's contribution to society, not just as mothers and wives, but as entrepreneurs, thinkers, and leaders. What lessons can we women of today learn from all this? The legacy and lessons for today. As we reflect on the wife of the Prophet's life, several key lessons emerge that are particularly relevant to our contemporary world. And I'll outline them. I think I have about 4 of them. Entrepreneurial leadership. 1. Nana Khadija's business success is a testament to women's ability to thrive in commerce and leadership roles. Her life challenges the misconception that business and ethics are mutually exclusive. She built a prosperous enterprise grounded in trust and fairness, illustrating that integrity is essential to lasting success. 2, empowerment of women. Her independence in business and decision-making offers an inspiring model for women today. Nana Khadija did not allow societal norms to limit her potential. Her example encourages women globally to pursue ambitions unapologetically, and I'm the first to say this, reminding us that the pursuit of dreams is a fundamental right for everyone. It is a fundamental right for everyone. And then 3, partnership in marriage. Nana Khadija's relationship with the Prophet, peace be upon him, was rooted in mutual respect and shared vision. She was not just a supportive wife, she was his equal partner in life and the mission to establish Islam. This partnership sets a standard for healthy relationships today, emphasizing the importance of collaboration and respect. And then 4th, her faith and resilience. Her unwavering belief in the Prophet's mission even when it led to personal and financial sacrifice, demonstrates the power of faith and resilience. Nana Khadija's courage in the face of adversity serves as a reminder to all of us to remain steadfast in our principles, even when challenges arise. I'll conclude by saying that Nana Khadija bint Wali's life, is a beacon of light for all of us. She embodied the virtues of strength, compassion, and integrity. Her legacy invites us to recognize and celebrate the role of women in shaping history and society. Let us honor her memory, not only through words, but also by embodying the values she championed in our own lives. May we strive for a world where women are empowered to lead, where our contributions are valued, and where our legacies continue to inspire future generations. Thank you for joining me in this celebration of Nana Khadija's life. May her story inspire us to pursue excellence, compassion, and justice in all our endeavors. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much, Ahmad, for these inspiring words. Like I said, we have heard about Nana Khadija, but I knew when I joined this program that I was going to learn a lot of things, some new things, and I guess everyone that's on this platform must have done. And it gladdens my heart that we have a role model. And for all the things that we do, we are able to really actually beat our chest. Because you mentioned about breaking barriers. Nana Khadija broke barriers. I was I'm in a part of a program because I'm a physicist. We have New Grounds, which is ground where it's more male dominated, and then there's something about nuclear security. So we have a program called Breaking Barriers, Closing the Gap in Nuclear Security. So when you talked about breaking barriers, she broke barriers. I said, well, that's good because this looks like what I am doing. I'm on the right path and I have a role model before now. Thank you so much. I loved the fact that she was called a Tahira, the pure one, and being a pioneer entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship has become one of the things now, particularly digital entrepreneurship. And this will serve as a good role model for young girls who are aspiring into this field. And it also inspires our women and girls to also know that because you want to excel in business or because you want to excel in your career, that does not mean that you have to leave your faith behind. So these are things that one would continue to showcase for the young ones, that she was a mother, she was an entrepreneur, she was a wife. You can have it all. Already we have a role model who has done it. So it is possible for us to get this is a message that I got from this, and therefore your final was that she was a beacon of light. Yes, indeed. We would be taking the Q&A at the end, so please bear with us. Just keep your questions, and we would move to the next speaker because I think I see her on the call, Dr. Aisha Usman Muhammad. We will be talking about Nana Asma'u bint Usman bin Fodio, the scholar, the poet, and pioneer of female education in Africa. Over to you, Dr. Aisha.
Thank you very much, Professor Rabia. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The president of the African Islamic Economic Forum. Can I share my, I have a small slide to share.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay, yeah, yes. Okay. I think, okay, yes.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The president of the African Islamic Economic Forum, Malam Baba Yunus Muhammad, our moderator for the day, Professor Rabia Said, speakers, other distinguished speakers, distinguished guests, and esteemed audience. I am Dr. Aisha Usman Muhammad. I'm privileged to speak today on the life and legacy of one of the most remarkable women in Africa and Islamic history as well. That is Nana Asma'u bint Usman Dan Fodio.
Nah.
Her name resounds not only in the histories of West African history, but also in the broader discourse of Islamic scholarship, female leadership, and promotion of education. She was born in 1793 in Gobi region in what is today Sokoto State, northern Nigeria, during a period of great transformation in West Africa. Nana Asma'u rose from within the influential Sokoto Caliphate, founded by her father, Usman Dan Fodio, in an era marked by societal challenges that limited women's access to education. Nana Asma'u's achievements as a prolific scholar, a poet, political advisor, and a pioneer of women's education were revolutionary. Her legacy embodies intellectual achievement, social reform, and spiritual guidance. Today, we delve into her extraordinary life and examine how Nana Asma'u stands as a beacon of Islamic knowledge, leadership, and empowerment values that resonate strongly with our world today. To fully appreciate Nana Asma'u's contribution, we must first place her within the historical and intellectual context of Sokoto Caliphate, which was one of the most significant Islamic empires in West Africa, as we all know, which was established in 1804 after a successful jihad led by her father, Usman Dan Fodio. The Sokoto Caliphate was a political entity and an intellectual and spiritual movement. Usman Dan Fodio was not merely a ruler, but a scholar, a reformer, and a visionary who promoted a model of Islamic governance grounded in justice, education, and moral integrity. This spirit of intellectualism and reform influenced the Caliphate foundation and was instilled in his children, particularly Nana Asma'u. Nana Asma'u's education was extensive, encompassing Islamic jurisprudence, theology, literature, and poetry. She was tutored by leading scholars of her time. She became fluent in Arabic, Hausa, and Fulfulde. What she set apart was her dedication to using her scholarship for public service, particularly in advancing female education. While Nana Asma'u did not engage in direct military activities, her contributions were crucial to the success of Sokoto Caliphate's mission. In many ways, she exemplified the concept of jihad al-nafs, or the internal struggle for moral uprightness. Her intellectual jihad was as important as the military campaigns of the caliphate, as it focused on building a strong foundation of knowledge, piety, and social organization. In the broader context of the Sokoto Caliphate's goal of fostering an Islamic society based on justice and knowledge, Nana Asma'u's work was transformative. She created a stable, knowledgeable society that upheld Islamic principles of justice and piety by focusing on education, particularly for women. Nana Asma'u was a scholar par excellence, and her intellectual output was vast, addressing a variety of subjects, including Islamic law, ethics, and spirituality. Her works often is poetic form, reflected a deep understanding of religious principles and societal values. Through her poetry, she conveyed lessons on morality, faith, governance, and women's role in the society. Engaged contemporaries on social and political. Her Nana Asmau's poetic style allowed her messages to resonate deeply, reaching the elites and ordinary classes and making her teachings accessible to all. Her writings, many of which were in Arabic and Fulfulde, continued to be studied across West Africa. The intellectual rigor of her work combined with its social utility sets Nana Asmau apart as a unique figure and also as a scholar who was not only educated, but also keenly aware of her own responsibility to the society. One of Nana Asmau's most enduring legacies is her work to educate women. At a time when female education was often neglected, Nana Asmau not only advocated for it, but established a system to make it accessible. She recognized the vital role educated women play in the society, inspired by her Islamic teachings and that emphasize knowledge for all. She also believed that women, as the first teachers of their children, had a critical role to achieve this. She established the Entaru, which is a network of female scholars that train women, especially in the rural area. This network allowed women within the caliphate to receive religious and practical education, empowering them spiritually and intellectually. The Entaru system was groundbreaking, expanding literacy and knowledge among women in a way that influenced generations. It was not merely an educational initiative, but also a social movement, creating a ripple effect that expanded female literacy and learning in the region. The curriculum covered a wide range of subjects, from Quranic studies to household management, ensuring that women were well-rounded in both religious and practical knowledge. In addition to her scholarship and educational initiative, Nana Asmau played a critical role in the political life of Sokoto Caliphate. As an advisor to her father and her brother, Sultan Muhammad Bello, who succeeded their father as the ruler of the Caliphate. Her influence in matters of governance and diplomacy was profound. Her preserved letters revealed her role as a diplomat, engaging in intellectual exchanges with other scholars and leaders across West Africa. Her commitment to social justice and her dedication to mediation exemplify her contributions to governance and peace within the Caliphate. In discussing Nana Asmau's life, it is crucial to recognize the resilience she embodied in the face of challenges. Her advocacy for women education, her intellectual outputs, and her role in the political sphere came at a time when patriarchal structures were deeply entrenched. Yet she navigated these structures with grace, using her position and influence to uplift others, particularly women. Her legacy as a symbol of female empowerment is particularly important to me. At a time about the role of women in society, particularly women communities, often overlook historical precedents of female leadership. Nana Asmau stands as a powerful example of what women can achieve when you give them the opportunity to do so. She challenges the misconception that women's role in Islamic history were limited to domestic domain. Instead, she represents a tradition of scholarly excellence, leadership, and service. Nana Asma'u's literary contributions include over 60 works covering subjects from religious guidance to historical documentations, as written in a book by Jane Boyd and Beverly Mack titled The Collected Works of Nana Asma, Daughter of Usman Dan Fodio, which is a poem on moral education. It is a piece underscoring education's importance within the Islamic framework. Also, Lub al-Bab, that's the essence of intellect, which is a treatise on faith, knowledge, and conduct. Also, she has the biographies of Usman Dan Fodio, that is her father, and Muhammad Bello, her brother, which provide historical insight into the Sokoto Caliphate's foundings and ideals. Like Shehu Shagari, Aminu Kano, Bivali Mark, Jane Boyd, whom are researchers, and Leila Ahmed have shed light on Nana Asma'u's legacy, recognizing her as a forerunner in women's education and Islamic reform. Beverly Mark and Jane Boyd, two notable historians, have extensively researched Nana Asma'u's life and work. They describe her as a remarkable intellectual force, stating that, in quote, Nana Asma'u's efforts to educate and uplift women were revolutionary in her time and continue to provide a model for female empowerment in Islamic societies. Furthermore, they describe her as a beacon of intellectualism and reform, laying the groundwork for women's education in a deeply patriarchal society. The former president of Nana Asma'u, a woman of vision, praised her ability to balance scholarship with practical governance, stating that Nana Asma'u was a woman of foresight and wisdom, whose contributions to education and social reforms remain an inspiration for generations to come. A Nigerian political leader and a social reformer, Aminu Kano, Asma'u's vision of philosophy of inclusion, her passion for knowledge, and her unwavering commitment to justice are as relevant today as they were in the 19th century. Leila Ahmed, a prominent scholar in Islamic feminism, refers to Nana Asma'u's legacy in her book, Women and Gender in Islam. She said, Nana Asma'u's legacy stands as a testament to how Islamic teachings, far from being barriers to education, can be a powerful tool for women empowerment. She also states that Nana Asma'u's vision of education for women within an Islamic framework is a powerful example of how religious principles can be harmonized. Nana Asma'u's legacy endures in northern Nigeria, where her vision of women's education and empowerment continues to inspire the young, the old, and everyone. Her entire role model stands as an exemplary grassroots educational initiative. Her life compels us to rethink gender roles in Islamic history, highlighting women's crucial intellectual and political contributions to Muslim societies. In conclusion, Nana Asma'u was not merely a daughter of a revered leader. She was a visionary scholar and a pioneer of women education. Her scholarship, education and reform legacy remains a cornerstone for modern discussions on women's empowerment and Islamic learning. Through her life, she teaches us that knowledge is light. Without it, the world is in darkness. But with it, we may all find our way to righteousness. She's urging us towards righteousness and justice. Now, let her story remind us of the transformative power of education and enduring importance of women's role in shaping the society. This, I hope, will strengthen us all to focus on her unique contributions, adding modern relevance and historical depth. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Aisha. Very, very, very inspiring. Awesome. Amazing. 60 literary works by
Over
60. Yeah, by Nana Asma bint Usman bin Fodio. I was just reflecting. As I'm a
I know how writing
professor.
one is.
Yes, that is what I was looking at. I have, if I take only the peer-reviewed works that I have, the peer-reviewed ones are 45. I may have to add all the non-peer review before I can get a 60. So she is way a full professor at her time. Thank you so much. I know that there are a lot of comments and a lot of takeaways. Yeah, her entrepreneurship, her empowerment of women, and so much. And then this networking, the networking as a means of reaching and disseminating knowledge is actually a social action network, because it went beyond even just the literacy, and it went into diplomacy and governance. This is quite inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. It reminds us, and then I think this, because it is recorded, people will keep listening to it over and over again in order to be able to. I would now like to go back to Professor Aishat Megari. We got the message now. She lost her aunt this morning, and that is why she is not able to join us. But she has delegated Sister Jamila Muhammad Qasim to make her presentation. We would like to pray for the repose of the soul of her aunt. May Allah forgive her shortcomings and grant her Al-Jannatul Firdaus. If Sister Jamila Muhammad Qasim is here.
And all of that.
Now decided to enforce. Oh, pardon? I didn't get that. She's not here?
No, she's actually not on the list. Please.
Okay, she's not. Okay, she's okay. Because I got the message that she has nominated somebody to stand in for her, Sister Jamila Muhammad Qasim, and she will be presenting on her behalf. But if she's not here now, we will go ahead. We'll still go ahead with our presentation. Yes, our next.
Assalamu alaikum. Jamila is here.
Oh, she's here. Okay, thank you very much. Okay.
Is the floor mine now?
Okay. Yes, the floor is yours. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum all, and good morning from Nigeria. My name is Jamila Muhammad Qasim, representing Professor Aisha Omar Megari, who was bereaved some moments ago. May Allah forgive her aunt. Amen. It's with immense pleasure and honor and gratitude I represent Professor Aisha Omar Megari and stand before you today at this inaugural edition of the Muslim Women in the History Muslim Women in History series, a remarkable initiative dedicated to honoring the extraordinary contributions of Muslim women throughout history. This event is not merely a celebration, but a profound recognition of strength, resilience, and indelible impact that women have had on the course of our history, society, and faith. Before I proceed, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the critical contributions of the African Islamic Economic Forum, AFRIEF, as it has been instrumental in promoting initiatives that champion economic development, education, and empowerment. Particularly for women, it is through their unwavering dedication and support that this remarkable event, the inaugural edition of the Muslim Women in History series, has been made possible. AFRIEF's commitment to uplifting communities, fostering inclusive development, and providing platforms for essential dialogues, such as one we are having today, reflects their far-reaching vision for societal growth. Their work exemplifies how organizations can play a transformative role in shaping positive outcomes for women and society at large. As we embark on this journey of exploration, let us reflect on the significance of such a series. For too long, the stories of women, especially those who have shaped the narratives of Islam, have been overshadowed or neglected. This series aims to illuminate their lives, their struggles, and their triumphs, reminding us that the legacy of women is integral to our collective history. Today, we will dive into the lives of three extraordinary women, Nana Khadija bint Khuwailid, Nana Asma bint Usman Danfodio, and Nana Fatima al-Fahar. Each of these women embodied a unique fact of the strength, intelligence, and resilience that women have brought to our faith and society. Let us begin with Nana Khadija bint Khuwailid. As the first wife of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Khadija was not only a loving partner, but also a successful businesswoman. In a time when women were often confined to domestic roles, she broke barriers and set an example of what it means to be both a nurturing mother and a leader in the business world. Her unwavering support during the Prophet's most challenging times not only helped to establish Islam, but also showcased the importance of women's role in the early Islamic community. Khadija's legacy teaches us that the value of commitment, partnership, and the courage to pursue one's ambition. Khadija's life was a statement to the profound impact women can have on their families and communities. She understood that societal development hinged on the strength of its families, and equity and compassion thrived. By providing an emotional and financial support to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, she played a pivotal role in the establishment of Islam, demonstrating that women can be key players in both the private and public spheres. Next, we turn our attention to Nana Asma bint Usman Danfodio, a brilliant scholar and educator. Asma's dedication to the education and empowerment was remarkable, as she worked tirelessly to promote literacy and learning among women and girls in her community. Through her poetry and teaching, she inspired countless individuals to seek knowledge and embrace their potentials. Asma's life serves as a powerful reminder of the role that education plays in elevating communities and the critical importance of women and educators, leaders, and advocates for change. Asma understood that education is the foundation of societal progress. She believed that an educated woman could uplift not only her family, but also her community. Her efforts in promoting education for women created a ripple effect, fostering a culture of learning and empowerment in a world where women are often marginalized. Her legacy inspires us to advocate for educational opportunities that enable women to contribute meaningfully to societal development. Lastly, we celebrate Nana Fatima Al-Fihir, the visionary founder of the world's oldest existing university, Al-Qarawiyyin in Fez, Morocco. Fatima's legacy as a pioneer of education is monumental, demonstrating how one woman's dream can transform not just a city, but the entire world. Her commitment to learning and scholarship highlights the importance of education in shaping society and creating opportunities for future generations. Fatima's stories encourages us to recognize the transformative power of knowledge and the profound impact that education can have in our communities. The establishment of the school not only revolutionized education in the Muslim world, but also provided a model for the importance of intellectual pursuits and lifelong learning. Fatima's vision of creating a center of knowledge was not merely an aspiration, but a necessity for societal progress. By empowering individuals through education, she led the groundwork for advancement in science, philosophy, and arts. As we reflect on the lives of this exceptional woman, we must also recognize the broader context of their achievements. They lived in times when societal norms often restricted women's role and contribution. Yet, they defied the odds, challenged the status quo, and left a lasting impact on the world. Their stories inspire us to advocate for the empowerment of women today, to ensure that the voice of women continue to be heard, and to recognize their vital contributions to our communities and the world. Moreover, it is essential to acknowledge the special roles women play in societal development. Women are often the backbone of their families, nurturing the next generation and instilling values that contribute to social cohesion. They are crucial in community building efforts, often serving as mediators, peacemakers, and agents of change, from healthcare and education to economic development and environmental sustainability. Women's involvement is fundamental in addressing the challenge faced by our society. As we honor the legacies of Khadija, Asma, and Fatima, we are reminded that the fight for gender equality and for women's empowerment is far from over. Women still face numerous barriers, and it is our collective responsibility to dismantle these obstacles. This series is not just about recognizing the past, but also about inspiring action in the present and future. In conclusion, as we gather here today to celebrate the Muslim Women in History series, let us commit ourselves to honoring the legacies of Khadija, Asma, and Fatima, not just through remembrance, but through actions. Let us strive to empower the women in our lives and communities, to ensure that their stories are told and to create space where their voices can flourish. Let us also commit to fostering an environment that celebrates and nurtures the potentials of women, recognizing that when women thrive, society prospers. Together, let us continue to write the next chapter in this inspiring story, ensuring that the contributions of women remain at the forefront of our collective consciousness. Thank you, participation, and to honoring these remarkable men who have shaped our history. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi
wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Thank you so much, Hajia Jamila Muhammad Qasim, for representing Professor Aishatu Umar Megari and for this summary of all that we of all the women that we'll be looking at. Let us, like you said, let us ensure that their stories are told. Thank you very much. We will now move to the last speaker. We will be talking about Fatima bint Muhammad Al-Fihriya, Hajia Suyoba Bello Abdullahi. Please, the floor is yours, Hajia Suyoba. I think I saw her name somewhere, huh?
Yes, she's here. Yeah. She's here.
Yes, Hajia Suyoba, please, the floor is yours. Yes.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah once again. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to talk about Fatima bint Muhammad Al-Fihriya Al-Qurayshiyya, the founder of Qarawin University and pioneer of education. Honorable guests, esteemed scholars, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum once again. Today we gather to honor the extraordinary life of Fatima bint Muhammad Al-Fihriya Al-Qurayshiyya, often known simply as Fatima Al-Fihri. She's a figure whose legacy continues to resonate in the fields of education and knowledge. Fatima is best known for founding the University of Al-Qarawin in Fez, Morocco, an institution recognized as the world's oldest continuously operating degree awarding university. Her story is not merely a reflection of her time, but a timeless testament to the power of vision, philanthropy, and unwavering commitment to the pursuit of knowledge. In an era when women's roles were often confined to the domestic spheres, Fatima broke through social norms, demonstrating the dedication, social norms, demonstrating that the dedication to education transcends gender and social barriers. Exploring the narrative of Fatima Al-Fihri. As we delve into the narrative of Fatima Al-Fihri, let us explore her early life, which is remarkable to the journey to establishing Al-Qarawin University and enduring impact of her legacy on education and scholarship, both within Muslim world and beyond. The early life and family background of Fatima Al-Fihri. As we delve into the narrative of Fatima, Fatima Al-Fihri was born around 800 CE in Qarawin, a prominent center of learning and center which is located at the present-day Tunisia. Her family belonged to a noble Quraysh tribe, the same tribe as the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and was known for their wealthy and devotion to both commerce and education. Fatima's father, Muhammad ibn Abdullah al-Fihri, was a successful merchant who instilled in his daughters the value of learning and faith. Fatima al-Fihri was born along with her sister Maryam, were fortunate to receive a comprehensive education in a time when opportunities for women were scarce. She studied various subjects, including Islamic jurisprudence, the Quran, and various sciences. This early intellectual foundation, combined with her strong faith, would later inspire her to make a groundbreaking contribution to the world of education. Fatima and her family later migrated in the year 825 CE to Fez, Morocco, a city emerging as a vibrant hub for scholars, traders, and artisans. After the death of her father and husband, Fatima al-Fihri inherited substantial fortune. Rather than using this wealth for personal luxury, she chose a higher path, one that will benefit her community, advance the cause of education by building a mosque. Here, Fatima embarked on a project that will forever enshrine her in history, by establishing the Al-Qarian Mosque, which would later evolve into one of the most prestigious universities in the world. This decision was not merely about constructing a building. It was about creating a sanctuary for learning, enquiring intellectual discourse. Sorry. In 859 CE, Fatima al-Fihri laid the foundation for what we now recognize as the University of Al-Qarawiyyin. Initially conceived as a mosque under her missionary leadership, it quickly grew into an intellectual and spiritual center that attracted scholars from across the Muslim world and beyond. Her dedication to this monumental project was extraordinary. It was said that she fasted throughout the construction process, a testament to her devotion and commitment. Fatima's vision extended far beyond religious instructions. She understood that true knowledge encompassed both religious and secular subjects. Under her guidance, Al-Qarawiyyin became a place where students studied not only Islamic law and theology, but also mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and even music. It became a melting pot for intellectual exchange, drawing scholars from diverse backgrounds, the Muslims, Christians, and Jews, who came together to share knowledge and ideas. The influence of Al-Qarawiyyin University. The influence of Al-Qarawiyyin University is immeasurable. It became a model for other institutions in the Muslim world and even in Europe. Scholars such as Ibn Khaldun, the great historian and sociologist, and Ibn Rashid, Averroes, the renowned philosopher, either studied or taught at Al-Qarawiyyin University. What made this institution truly remarkable was its inclusiveness in improving education. It offered courses not only in religious studies, but also in the sciences, arts, and humanities, laying the groundwork for the preservation and transmission of knowledge. In fact, Al-Qarawiyyin played a crucial role in preserving classical Greek and Roman texts, which were later transmitted to Europe and became foundational to the existence. Fatima's sister's contribution, or her portion of education contribution, Fatima's sister and the Adrusian Mosque. It is also important to mention that Fatima's sister Fatima was not alone in her mission to foster learning and religious devotion. Her sister, Maryam al-Fihri, played a similarly significant role by founding the Al-Dushan Mosque in Fez. Together, these two remarkable women transformed Fez into one medieval period. Their collaboration exemplified the strength Today, Al-Qarawiyyin University still operates as one of the most respected institutions of the higher learning in the Muslim world. Its library is one of the oldest in the world, which houses priceless manuscripts and texts that date back to its founding days. The university continues to attract students and scholars, fostering an environment of learning and dialogue. Lessons from Fatima al-Fihri's life. As we reflect on the life of Fatima al-Fihri, we see the profound impact that a single individual can have on the course of history. Her decision to use her wealth and resources to create a center of learning has had ripple effects that are still felt today, centuries after her passing. Fatima's story challenges us to rethink the role of women in history and in the development of knowledge. In a world where education was largely dominated by men, she broke barriers and created opportunities for generations of scholars, both male and female, to come. Her life exemplifies the notion that education is not just a privilege, but a responsibility. It is a gift that should be shared, nurtured, and passed down to future generations. Fatima's enduring inspiration. In founding Qarawiyyin University, Fatima Al-Fihri laid a foundation of legacy, of learning that continues to inspire and uplift people around the world. Her life and work remind us that true progress is achieved through knowledge, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to uplifting others. As we navigate the complexities of our modern world, let us draw inspiration from Fatima Al-Fihri's life, her commitment to education, and her ability to transcend the limitations imposed by society that serves as guiding light. In a time of rapid change and technological advancement, we must ensure that education remains at the forefront of our priorities. In conclusion, may Fatima's vision continue to guide us as we strive to create a world where knowledge is accessible to all and where education remains a cornerstone of human progress and development. Let us honor her legacy by advocating for educational initiatives that empower individuals and communities, fostering a spirit of inquiry and collaboration across cultures. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It appears the moderator is disconnected. Maybe should I stand in for her until she returns? Well, before she takes over, I've noticed an interesting message from one of our participants called Sister Fauzia to Gamu. She's informing us that there's an association of Muslim women in academia in Nigeria, which is established to cater for Muslims' career progress in higher institutions. I think she's talking about post-secondary school institutions, including researchers and libraries of institutions and organizations. So if you are interested, you can get in touch with via this number, 081 41657 but in any case, we are going to put it on our website, and we will draw, traffic to that. And as an organization, we will be very, very keen in, in working with your institution, your association, so that we can tap your experience and we can exchange experiences and knowledge. So, Sister Sweba, thank you very much for your inspiring presentation. Personally, what I've learned from it is to be an institutional builder. Personally, most of us strive to build houses, to acquire a lot of properties in our communities. But then, the moment we drop dead, what always come up is who takes what? Who takes this to be shared? But if you have an institution, it survives forever. look at what our sister, our mother, our Nana, our grandmother, Nana Fatima Alfiri has done. Today, University of Karawin is one of the oldest institutions in the world. There's no place you will go and you won't see it being mentioned. I think it's one of the most prestigious universities in the world. Azhar has, got its name or its fame just because of political connections. But Karawin is one of the oldest universities in Africa and in the world. So let us all imbibe the culture of building institutions. And you don't need to build an institution like Karawin or university. Just start an institution within your home. It may grow to become something tomorrow. I'm also of the opinion that the little efforts and contributions we are making today, maybe in the very near future, some may even come to remember the little contributions we are making today, and which will be a source of reference. So thank you very much for this inspiring message. And I don't know whether Sister Rabia is back. If she's not back, let me invite participants to make contributions, because we want this gathering to be interactive. If you have questions, please feel free to throw it to us. And Sister, let me see. Sister Fauzia, I think you have our email also. You can write to us. You can do info@AFRIEF. Okay, let me just type it for you. But we have everything here. So, I mean, after the event, we shall get in touch with you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So Sister Rabia is not yet back. We know the problems of internet. I myself, I had internet problem. I had to shift to another network. So the floor is open to all of you. Anybody who has a question, please throw it up. The speakers are around to answer your questions. Thank you. Okay.
Prophet back.
Oh, she's back. Okay.
Prof, kindly unmute yourself, please.
Sorry, my apologies, please. I lost connection. Believe me,
Yes.
just locked me out, and then I was trying so hard to get back. Yes, I think she had already concluded. Have we started the interactive?
No, we have not started. Actually, I still.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, I think we are a little in good time. We are supposed to finish everything by 11:30 and get into the interactive session. So right now it's about 11:37. So we'll have just about 15 minutes for Q&A. If there are any questions, can we go ahead, please? I can't see the screen very well because I've logged on my phone. Okay. Any questions, please? Do we have anybody asking questions or comments? We can take that within this short period.
Yeah, there's a hand raised. I think Fauzi Agamu just raised a hand. Fauzi, you can unmute yourself and ask your question if you have.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, please.
Actually, we just got this link.
Walaikum assalam.
Yeah, we just got this link. I'm in Lagos, University of Lagos, and we just got this link by one of the participants. I think her name is
Okay.
Nabila. Her name is
Okay.
Nabila. Yeah. So, and we joined, and
Okay.
I really don't
Okay.
have much to say, but to just express my gratitude for having this kind of conversation. We're surprised that we have this amount of people, knowledge amongst us, and we don't know them. We don't get to interact with them. So giving the
Yes.
narratives that is not
Yeah.
actually what is really happening in Nigeria. And I think this kind of conversations should be happening more often, amongst us. One, to know ourselves, and then to know the kind of knowledge base that is reposed in us to use to our advantage. If you come to University of Lagos,
Yes.
for instance, you would think it's a Christian University of Lagos. You would think that is the name of the university. And that sometimes I feel, is it that Muslims don't know, or is it that something is being done that is kind of taking us away from the mainstream so that people can even understand what we know that made us to be Muslims? Because some of us are privileged to see the whole gamut of the religious persuasions that you can have. But we chose Islam, not because our parents were Muslims, no, because we educated ourselves and realized this can only be the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Because it's taking care of my personal life and my, what do you call it now? My external life, the way I
Yes.
would do my economy, the way I would run my system. Sometimes I would tell them, look, we don't have to follow those mainstreams knowledge. We should not be afraid to express ourselves. And that was what brought me to thinking that, look, I must not leave this career or retire without having something that will make Muslims, both from the north, the east, west, south, to even know that we exist. Immediately I started the platform, we were shocked to see the number of people logging in. We were so shocked that, oh my God, I can't believe I have sisters in Maiduguri, in Gombe, in this, that are in the academic world, doing brilliantly well. So the same will be for those in the South. You too, I'm sure you know many of us. So, and that was what brought about that Muslim women in Academia of Nigeria. We've just started it. We've just almost finished our registration with the CSA.
Yeah.
So we'd like more of this to be happening so that we can be connecting with you, whatever you are doing, your inaugural, you're doing a workshop, you're doing whatever you are doing, and we have a project we can do together. The last time somebody posted something on terrorism, and the way they are talking, even asking for the papers. Oh, sorry. I thought you want me to stop.
Oh, okay. Yes, because of the time. Yes, I wanted to conclude, and then we can. Thank you very much, Hadia Fozia. It's been a pleasure, and I will let you know I'm a member of that the Muslim Women in Academia. I joined. Thank you for that initiative. Yes, and this one too, the Africa Islamic Economic Forum, is also another good way to bring, and them bringing this maiden edition. This will not be the first and will not be the last. We'll continue to have more and more of this kind of engagement. And so it's actually, there's always a place and a time to start. And this is a start, and that will continue, inshallah. Yes. Thank you. Do we have any other person on the call? The name is Omar. We'll call on Omar, and I think that is Dr. Please go ahead, and then I will have Aisha Abdul. So. Please go ahead and make your comment.
Yeah. Then Dr. Omar, you are muted. Kindly unmute yourself.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the comment from our sister in Unilag, University of Lagos. I attended the university. I did my master there in the 90s. And to my surprise, by then, we were very few from the north. So on a Friday, we normally wear our long obobadiga, this gown for Juma. And the university, by then, we are talking of Southern, more than 20 Southern students. They are talking, oh, the university is full with Northerners. So I'm sorry to talk like this, but just to remind us that, but we have so many Muslim brothers and sisters in the university. But if you go to mosque, you will see so many of them. But then the vice chancellor was Professor Nuruddin Alao, if you can remember. And I was surprised we have so many Muslim. And why I'm making this comment is to please always remember that we have our brothers and sisters down there. So any occasion, any forum, we should include them. We should advertise to them, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Doctor. Yeah, is there any more? I saw Aisha. Are you still going to say something, or you have already lowered the hand? Okay. In the absence of any more questions or any more interactions, I would like to call on Dr. Kabir Umar Dasuki to give us the closing address. Dr. Kabir, over to you, please, for the closing address.
Sorry, it was my network, you know.
Okay, okay, it was your network. Okay, thank you. You are back now. Do you want to?
Yeah, I want to speak. My name is Aisha Abduguso from Zamfara.
Okay. Network has gone again. I think it's all over.
I'm so sorry I joined late, so I was happy at the ending. At least it has been disturbing me. Sincerely, my background was Islamic studies.
Okay.
I did Islamic studies degree in Amphodi University. Yeah, and I'm working with my NGO almost 18 years, almost since 2006. And what made me to have an NGO at my school at Zamfara State, we don't have our own people. So I have the privilege, and because of the background, hello? Hello?
Okay. We can hear you, Sister Aisha.
Are you hearing me, ma? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you, Aisha.
Yes, we can hear you, please.
So this is what has made me that I was so happy. All our interventions, mostly our women, we are lagging behind in terms of northern women. So even now, we have a coalition of male-led organization that we have. We're talking of Northwest, but they are interested women that already wants to join us from different places, Lagos, Plateau, and other states, even with different religion. So I think this one is a very good one. Once in a while, we should be doing networking and collaboration. So I was so happy having you people on ground. So we need you to share your addresses, because mostly in terms of these challenges that we're facing on insecurity, that's economic instability, and we know there are a lot of factors attached to it. Mostly we're at the deceiving end at Northwest, mostly, and North Central, I think, Northeast. But sincerely speaking, by joining hands, and we know that even our women companions have given their own contribution towards Islamic education and in different perspectives. So sincerely, we need mothers. We are the vulnerables, we are the most sensitive people. Even the INGOs, they use women associations to reach what they want with CAN and Form 1. Why can't we join our hands and network? So that's why my initiative was all women-led organizations were under one umbrella that we can participate in different fields. I read Islamic studies, but I'm into different backgrounds. I'm the president for Women in Peace and Security also in Zamfara State. So my experience that I'm seeing, mostly in terms of the people that they are putting on security matters, there are no women. More women are the most effective people that will play a role in terms of these insecurity challenges, because wherever you see somebody as a youth, he gives you respect, being a lady, a woman. We are the in-laws, we are the mothers, we are a lot of things, man. In terms, nobody can survive without a woman. So that Allah, I'm calling our attention as a woman. Let's apart from this, we should share addresses that we can go ahead of networking and collaboration. So inshallah, I hope we will see the opportunities and more of what we can contribute to each other, inshallah. Jazakallahu khair. May Allah reward those that have organized this program. Thank you once again. Already I'm with Shibaba. Already we have been years with him. And Dr. Kabiru the Suki. Yeah, they are here for she. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. So in the absence of any more, if we do not have any more, so that we can keep to our time, Dr. Kabir, Dr. Kabir Umar Dasuki, please to give your closing address.
But Hajia, Prof, can you just give me 1 minute to just shift in before Dr. Dasuki offers this? We just wanted to draw the attention of participants that this series is going to be taking place every quarter of the year. So every quarter we are going to have, we are going to have this similar edition. So we want to appeal to you that if you have an information about a Muslim personality, a woman who has contributed in one way or the other, please don't hesitate to draw attention to that. We can't know everything. And there are certain individuals who have done a lot in their communities, but nobody has said about them. So the idea of this, behind this series, is to unearth those Muslim women who have contributed in one way or the other. These women that we've just mentioned, we are lucky to have them because they have become international figures. But we have some great women in our communities who might not, have been heard of. So if you have information about certain women who have contributed a lot to, human development and civilization, please don't hesitate to let us know about them. We may have some few questions to ask. You can provide us the information and then we can develop it further. Thank you very much indeed. I'm done with Prof.
Should I just go ahead?
I think she's, I think you can go ahead.
Yeah, Prof is having a little challenge with, I think she has even dropped. She has dropped.
Yep. So you can go ahead, please.
Okay. My name is Dr. Kabir Dasuki. I'm a former lecturer of Social Technique, and also I'm the vice president of African Islamic Economic Forum. I'm here today to give a closing remark on the Maiden edition of the Muslim Women's History series. The topic still remains celebrating our heritage and building our future. Let me start with acknowledging the people that made their speeches. It is a great event, and we hope to increase the momentum and keep up the good work. I believe This is something that is going to inspire so many other people to do good so that they can all leave a lasting legacy. Distinguished guests, speakers, and attendees, we extend our deepest gratitude for your presence and participation today. As we conclude this Maiden edition of the Muslim Women in History series, we have been privileged to journey through the inspiring legacies of exceptional Muslim women, from Nana Khadija's unwavering faith and leadership to the scholarly portraits of Nana Asma'u and the pioneering educational vision of Fatima al-Hijriya. These women exemplified courage, vision, and a commitment to societal growth that still resonates today. Their contributions remind us of the immense potential that lies within every individual, especially when guided by faith, knowledge, and a desire to serve humanity. Today's gathering has not only celebrated their lives, but also challenged us to carry their legacy forward, to foster education, champion leadership, and create spaces where every woman and girl can reach her full potential. As we live here today, let us hold on to the lessons of today and dedicate ourselves to building on the rich heritage. May we inspire, uplift, and pave the way for future generations of women and men to continue the work of progress and positive change. Thank you for being a part of this historic gathering, and may peace and blessings of Allah be upon you all as you go forth. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Thank you very much, Dr. Kabir. At this juncture, I think we have come to the end of today's program, and I am very happy that we have made good time. It's just about 11, just some few minutes to 12. And so I'll call on Dr. Ahmad Bello Abubakar again to give us the closing prayer. Before that, I want to really thank the organizers of this program, the Africa Islamic Economic Forum, and particularly Malam Baba Yunus Muhammad. Thank you for this initiative, and we look forward to the quarterly presentations. And we'll try our best to bring out those women who have been doing, Muslim women who have been doing remarkable things, and then we can feature them in subsequent programs. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Ahmad Bello Abubakar, for the closing prayers.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Sallu ala nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. May Allah bless this our gathering. May Allah make it beneficial to all of us and the Muslim Ummah in general. May Allah make it continuous forever and ever. May Allah expand this forum. May Allah bless all the forums, all what we are doing. May Allah give us ikhlas. May Allah give us tawfiq. May Allah bless all our things and guide us aright. May Allah protect us from all the evils we are hearing.
Amen.
Na gode da waɗannan
Haj Umar, please, you are muted. Okay, kindly unmute your mic.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. We can hear you now.
Sorry, it's Muti. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. May Allah bless this gathering and may Allah make it continuous. May Allah protect us from all the evils we are hearing about all Muslims, all countries, all humanity in general. May Allah bless us. May Allah help the forum, similar forum, and all the attendees. May Allah guide us aright. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, and thank you all for attendees. Yeah, is there anything that Madam Baba?
No.
Baba Yunus, if there's any more, anything to say, and then we just close.
Well, not much other than the normal thank you to you in particular and all the distinguished speakers, starting from Dr. Aisha to Usman Muhammad, who has been an associate of this forum, of this organization. We have Hajia Mutiat Ahmed. She also has been our associate. They have all been providing supportive role in one way or the other. And our particular thanks to Hajia Sweba Bello Abdullahi of the Sokoto State College of Education, who has also been a staunch supporter of our cause. So we thank you all. We can't thank you. We just seek Allah's, blessing on you. And all those who have taken their time, one time or the other, you abandon your responsibilities. Today is a weekend. You could have been